All right, just in case you guys didn't watch the recap video, I was going on and on about Keen Shear. I was saying that there was something about this kid that I liked. He's not super special, but I just had a feeling about him, and this year has been his breakout season. We've played 10 matches in the league, one in the DFB Pokal. He's got 5 goals, 5 assists, and the highest average rating on the team at 7.65. I think it's because he's got a decent amount of strength. He's fast. He's great off the ball. He's got a good passing rating. He can take long shots. His first touch, his dribble, like everything he needs to be an attacking midfielder, he has. And I am very happy that he is here on the team because we have had quite the run since we last saw each other. We had that 2-1 victory that I thought at the time was surprising because we were a fair to Midland team and we were once again in mid-table. We beat Union Berlin on the road, and that just opened up the floodgate, and I am here for it. We came home against Dynamo Dresden 3-0. Rafael Adieli finally scoring. We talked about, well, I mean, he scored a couple of matches ago, but like he's finally scoring corner goals like he was supposed to, like he failed to do all of last year. Marvin Yusin also scored. He's been throwing them in from the striker position, and we got the benefit of an own goal as well. Then we came home and we took on Grunter Fürth, and we beat them 2-0. One of the goal scorers, who else? Keen Shear, 50th minute, he scored. Darkhan Akhmedov, who didn't score all of last year, added a goal 3 minutes later. We held on. We absolutely dominated them. We kept them to 0 shots on target the entire match. Then we took on Osnabrück, and it was even better. Now, this is a team, if you remember a couple of years ago, destroyed us 3-0. Now, we beat them 3-0 later on in the season, but at the beginning of the year, they absolutely ran us ragged. We doubled them up in possession. We doubled them up in XG. We nearly doubled them up in shots on goal. We tripled our shots on target, and basically everything that hit the target went into the back of the net. Leonard Niederlander scored. Keen Shear again. Angelo Stavridis making an appearance in this one, and Marin Klaric, coming off of the bench in the 75th minute, scored 2 of his own, the first 2 goals of his career. He hasn't made any starts for us, but he has been absolutely amazing off of the bench, primarily playing in that central midfield role as the center mid on supporter attack. What are we doing with that? I honestly don't remember. Center mid on attack, playing in that spot where Hendrich is currently occupied. But came in, super sub galore, scored himself a pair of goals, and I could not be happier for the young man. Then we went and took on St. Pauli at home. This one, sadly, I wish that we could have pulled off the victory. We were up 3-1 at the half, so it's not that we fell apart in the second half. It's more that St. Pauli came on, although Yannick Rochel missing a penalty in stoppage time in the first half. Like, that was basically the nail in our luck, our momentum in that match. Pair of goals from Angelo Stavridis. Lars Gindorf chipped one. I mean, we scored in the 44th and 45th minutes in the first half. And then 3 minutes later, Yannick Rochel has a penalty saved, and that was it. It was 3-1 at the half, but St. Pauli able to claw their way back, mostly on the back of Pietro Pellegrini, scoring the pair of goals, including the one in the 87th minute that just absolutely tied things up. A couple of friendlies during the international breaks. We're going to ignore those. And then we picked up our first loss of this string, and it was against Hanover on the road. We just felt like we couldn't contain Bilal Brustelanis. 2 goals in the 50th and 68th minutes. We were the better team in this whole match. Ohani Cole scored a goal later on to kind of make it respectable, but I don't know what it was. There was just, for some reason, even though we had all the momentum, Hannover 96 had all the luck, and they just ended up beating us. But that's okay, because we bounced back and beat Wien Wiesbaden 4-0. Keen Scheer got things started 2 minutes in. Leonard Niederlander, Paul Henrich, Yannick Rochelt, all scoring, and there was nothing that they could do. Now, they actually played a decent game. I don't want to say that the scoreline flatters us necessarily, but they did have opportunities. They had more of the ball than most of our opponents do, and they took more shots, got a majority of them on target. So it just wasn't their day, and I'm okay that it was ours. And then we followed that up. This was another classic case of taking on the team at the bottom of the table. For some reason, Ingolstadt just seemed to be able to counter whatever it is we were doing. Now, maybe it's, they were overloading the center of the pitch with their diamond formation. I don't know what it was, but this was a fairly even one. Did not help that Rafael Adieli got sent off in the 63rd minute, and they ended up scoring on a Manuel File own goal. This was one of those, kind of a shot from a weird angle, deflects off his leg and past the goalkeeper kind of own goals. Like nothing he could do. He just happened to be in the way of the shot. Now, they also picked up a red card, which kind of evened things up, which allowed us to break through and get the equalizer. But we were trailing in this match for a very good portion of it, and I don't think we should have. I think we were the better team on the pitch. It just seemed that Ingolstadt was always finding a way. So now here's the best part. It puts us second on the table. We were actually first for a very little bit when Hamburg and Osnabrück had a game in hand on us. 6 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws through 12, 21 points on the board. We are having a fantastic season so far in the Zweite Bundesliga, and at the moment, a third of the way into the season, we occupy an automatic promotion spot to the Bundesliga. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We have our matchup against Eintracht Frankfurt in the DFB Pokal. We met with them last year. We beat them by a score of 1-0. Can we do the same this year? And are we going to... You know what? The odd thing is that I'm kind of trying to focus on the league. So it makes matches like this midweek in the cup just feel that little bit harder as to the team selection. Like, what do we necessarily do? Do we switch things up? But on the other hand, I want to win. I want to beat Eintracht Frankfurt. So we're going to kind of go with our guys, to be perfectly frank, with the exception of its striker, because I don't want to get Marvin Houston. No, you know what? He's fine. He's young. He can take it. It's going to be Driaka in goal, Akhmedov, Zentner, Zickinger, and File on the back with Niederlander, Shaheen, and Henrich up the middle. Rochelt out wide to the left. Gindorf in support of Marvin Houston. Let us go. Now, Manuel File hasn't been playing a whole ton. He picked up an injury. He was out for just a little bit, but he is back now, and we have absolutely nothing to lose. So, I mean, it's only the second round. This is going to be the third time, and I mentioned this yesterday, this is the third time that we have met up with Eintracht Frankfurt in the DFB Pokal. Second in consecutive years. Now, the first time we met them, they beat us pretty handily. It was season 2, I believe, of the save. Last year, though, we found a way to break through against the Bundesliga giants, and they were top half of the table team at the time as well. So I don't know how much rotating they did. I'm not familiar with their squad in general, but I think we're going to have a decent time this year. The fact that we have shortened things up, the fact that over the last 2 years that we have gone to a more possession-based game, like we're leaning into our strengths, or actually, let me put it this way, we're leaning into our weaknesses. We do not have the greatest passing team. We do not have the fastest team. We do not have the best dribbling team. So I figured the best thing that we could do as a team was just shorten things up and hold on to the ball. Marvin Houston, he's got it. He's in. His shot is blocked. He'll get the ball had 2 men on him, gets it free to file over to Niederlander. Will we work it around the back? No, Niederlander tries to take it forward. Has it taken away by Lashina, out for a throw-in. That was the entire highlight. Okay, Football Manager. I get it, I guess. So we shorten things up, make sure our guys don't have the ball very long, that we're not trying to make these killer passes that our players need to catch up to because, frankly, they're not fast enough to. I mean, we've got guys like Shearer. I mean, he's ridiculously fast, and it's funny, I'm like bigging him up and he's not even playing in this match right now. I just kind of realized that, but we are giving Lars Gindorf a little bit more playing time. Gindorf has been, I don't want to say the sacrifice to make sure that Keen Shear is having himself a good season and getting on the pitch a lot, but he kind of has been. I mean, we're still getting Lars Gindorf in there plenty, but Gindorf coming over the top. He's got Houston, though, not the fleetest of foot. He got past everybody. We could not put the ball past Simone. The goalkeeper able to make a save. That was a perfect opportunity for us to go up 1-0. Gindorf sending it in. Can't pick out Zentner. Cleared away to Akhmedov. His cross will be handled pretty easily by the goalkeeper. Although, all in all, I think we are doing pretty okay in this match. Ball sent long. Marmouche can't get there. I mean, come on. They've got Omar Marmouche, for Pete's sake. They've got Marquinhos, for Pete's sake. And we are 19 minutes in, still tied 0-0. In fact, that was probably their best opportunity on that long shot. 75% possession against a Bundesliga side. Now, maybe they're going to just counter the hell out of us. I don't know. We'll see. Most of the highlights have been in our favor so far. So, and as long as the match momentum remains in our possession, no pun intended, I think we're going to be okay. These are so dangerous. These are so dangerous. And we dealt with it. Thank you very much. Although Amenda tracking it down, looking to recycle. Niederlander gets his leg there, picks it off. Nice. Marvin Houston, he's got guys all around him. He'll just drop it back to Yannick Rochelt up the sideline. Rochelt can't get past Marquinhos, though. And here comes Eintracht Frankfurt the other way. Yep, the counter is on, my friends. Marmouche getting it around the side to Hartog. Hartog with options in the middle, but instead he allows Zentner to knock the ball away from him and clear it out of the zone. See, we're doing well. Even when we make mistakes, we are still playing well. Manuel File up that right side, a bit isolated, but we knew that coming in. Simone playing it away. Henrich, taken out in the box. Niederlander tried to pass it back to him after Simone punched it away, and here we go from the spot. Now remember, last year we didn't score one. We did score one this year. Now we've scored another. Manuel File making it 1-0, his first goal of the season. So good to see him get back on the spot and convert. He wasn't on the pitch last time we had a penalty, and that's why Yannick Rochelt took it and failed to hit it, now that I think about it. A final third throw in. Maturo, trying to head it on. I'm not sure if that was a shot so much as he was trying to flick it to the far post, but either way, no harm, no foul. 1-0, 40 minutes into this match. And it really has been all ELVERSBERG. I don't know what Eintracht Frankfurt is trying to do. I mean, judging from their position, they seem to be playing very compactly. They're not really making use of the wide areas in the way that you would expect of a big team. Akhmedov trying to pick off that home run pass, and he does. Rochelt dribble a little too much. The ball, this is just one of those weird Football Manager things, and Yannick Rochelt scored. I knew he would as soon as that ball was just kind of like laying there, and the Eintracht Frankfurt players are like, I just can't seem to reach it. I can't seem to reach it. Like, I don't know what was going there, but I mean, Leandro Margala making a nice play, but Yannick Rochelt just showing the hustle. I know it's a weird thing in the graphical engine. I feel a little dirty having scored that goal, but taking a 2-0 lead into the locker room at halftime in the DFB Pokal against a Bundesliga side just makes me happy no matter which way we are able to get that done. So we are going to put the same guys out there for the next 45. Of course, we're going to make changes down the road. Hartog, again, just looking for that home run ball. Could not pick out Marquinhos, and Akhmedov deals with that pretty easily. Now, of course, the momentum is going in their favor because they started with the ball. Hopefully, though, we are able to just kind of keep things tight. Not change anything about what we're doing. Not get overexcited. Not try to make bigger passes. Not try to make bigger runs. Do fancy dribbles. As long as we stick with our mentality of just hanging on to the ball, looking for that opening, being patient, not rushing, I think we'll be okay. Henrik's looking to move it through the middle. He finds Rochelt to his right. Still with... they're giving him space. And it's just not a great finish, but they really were allowing him in. Morgalla just kind of like backing off, allowing him to move into the box. And I think we need to take more advantage of chances like that. Samir Shaheen on the counterattack. File to Niederlander. Playing it ahead. See, we tried to make a long pass. And Marquinhos made us pay. Hartog along the side. Gets around looking for Marquinhos. We'll head it on and out of the reach of Driyaka, but that just means that it was not on target. But Eintracht Frankfurt starting to turn things up a little bit. We are now tied on shots on target. Obviously, the match is still 2-0 in our favor. Do I dare? Yeah, we're going to drop down to a more balanced mentality at this point. And we're going to look to get some fresh legs out there pretty soon as well. Lars Kindorf. Ooh. Good idea on the free kick, but Simone able to make pretty easy work of that one. All right, Samir Shaheen is on a... let's make some changes here. Niederlander, little knackered, so Hector's going to come in for him. Philip Franke will come in for Shaheen. And who... Hell, I mean, just looking at the ratings of our attacking players, you'd be like, oh, Marvin Houston isn't having a very good game. That just means that other guys are doing their jobs. And the secondary scoring on this team has been absolutely fantastic. But let's go. Come on, Keen Cheer. Coming in for Lars Gindorf. Gindorf has had, this is not a commentary on Gindorf's game. He has been excellent, but it's just time to get Shear in there. Oh, did he? Oh, I thought he won the penalty. But it's cleared away. Franke losing control on the dribble. Fink Grafa. Mendel looking to move it out of the back. We're not like a high pressing team, but we do have the counter press on, so we have lost the ball, so we're trying to win it back. Unfortunately, we're not successful as Lashina moves it into the middle. He'll play at Marmouche. Taking a long shot, it skips almost over Triaka's hands. That could have been very dangerous. And I hate when goals like that go in. You know, ones that like should look like they should be saved easily, and just for some reason the keeper cannot make that happen. But 20 minutes left. And I'm just looking at the team. We're going to make some additional changes. Marvin Houston's going to stay in the game. He's going to take the place of Yannick Rochel, who is just gassed. Fine. We'll play Dominic Martinovic. Eugenio Cole. Martinovic is just having one of those seasons again where I'll put him in and he'll miss a sitter. Or I'll put him in and he has the ball. He just doesn't opt to take the shot quickly enough. Like they're just... He does these little things that just make me lose any and all confidence in him. So he can score goals and I'll be like, yay. But it then gets offset. Like the balance shifts and it's just offset by crap. Just like the worst of the worst play. So he either looks like he's world class or he looks like he has no class. Okay, maybe that's not the best way to maybe that wasn't the best analogy, but you get my point. Like, he's excellent or he's terrible. There is no middle ground for Dominic Martinovic at this point in his career. Lishina gets past the man. Oh, Zickinger kind of fakes him out, looking like he's going to defend one way, and then he goes the other, but they've still got control. Marmouche is in, takes the side angle shot, and Driaka says, not in my house. But they are really starting to turn it on here, and that is making me a little bit nervous. So we're going to make one more change. Akhmedov is going to come off. Frederick Rechtenwald will come in at the left back, just so we're a little bit more secure and sound on our back line. Now, I honestly, when I made the move earlier, I shouldn't have brought in Manfred Hector, although I like Manfred Hector. I probably should have moved Zickinger up into the DM spot and brought in Rafael Adieli, but I didn't. The pairing this year of Adieli and Zentner has been absolutely fantastic, and I could not be happier with that pair. Yeah, Eintracht Frankfurt really turning things on later in the latter sections of this second half. Maybe I've been trying to toy with the potential of a more counter-attacking not formation so much as tactic for situations like this. Oh my God! See, that's what I love about Keen Shear. That is what I love about Keen Shear. He just gets the ball and he picks out these spots. His 6th goal of the year, leading all scorers from the number 10 position. And he just takes it, uses the defender as a screen. Not much Simone can do about it. And we are going to move on to round 3 of the DFB Pokal for the 2nd consecutive year. And for the 2nd consecutive year, unless something changes in the next couple of minutes, we are going to hold Eintracht Frankfurt to a clean sheet. Played in Lishina. Rechtenwald wins it. I'm glad I got him in there because he's better in the air than Akhmedov is. Bruckner. That's Bruckner. That's not the same guy. Not our guy. Look at that, a 5.9 rating for the opposition. These are the things that I love to see in matches like this. 4 minutes of added time. They are almost gone. We've played half of them. We've got the ball. Zickinger, Hector, quickly moving it to Frankie, up to Shear. Oh, he's got File in space. Laying it to Manuel File, who for some reason stops over the top. Dominic Martinovic. Hey, dummy! His first goal of the year. Elversberg 4. Eintracht Frankfurt 0. Do the knee slide. You have earned it, son. This is counterattacking, my friend. I don't even have it where like we try to counterattack, but here you go. File over the top to Martinovic. The pass to File was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it just put it where he was the only player that could possibly get to it. And I think we're going to end here on the throw-in. Please don't let them score. We are in the 95th minute out of a possible 94th. There it is. The final whistle. Elversberg 4, Eintracht Frankfurt 0. And for the 2nd straight year, we have embarrassed the team from the Bundesliga. Penalty from Manuel File got it started. Yannick Rochelt scored to make it 2-0 at the half. Then Keen Shear with an absolute worldie. And Dominic Martinovic finishing things off. I am so proud of your performance, boys. Very, very well done. Oh my Lord. I was not expecting this. So Hansa Rostock is up next in the league. We are going to come back most likely for Nuremberg to end the to that last game before the winter break. We do have our 3rd round matchup in the DFB Pokal. If it's super juicy, we might come back for that. Or I might break my protocol and do a double live com, which will mean edits. But hey, it is what it is. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you drop a like down below. Add a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this is our year? Are we going to make it to the Bundesliga this year? Still a lot of football left to play, but all signs are pointing to a tremendous amount of success for us. 4-0 wins, 5-0 wins, 2-0. And when we let up goals, we let them up in bunches. But we've beaten a team in the Bundesliga. We beat a team that was in the Bundesliga last year. I think we are on the up. What do you think? Let me know below in the comments. Subscribe to the channel also if you haven't already, and I will catch you next time for more South by Sudvest. Until then, bye-bye.